Hello everybody, Jeff here from Ghost Aquariums again. This is a February update, so there's always something happening. So I often think to myself, I could have a camera following me around every day, but I can't film everything. I know everybody like me to film everything. Maybe we might be able to do a live stream one day. So what I will try to do today is basically go around to everything, take my time, talk about it, whether that's fish, whether it's tubs, whether it's my setup, or whether it's plants or whatever. But just before I do, this little concept I've just started, mind you, the world's been doing this for years, but I've always sold my fish and taken them in that, but I have just taken on a little bit of barter system just recently. Like I basically took some fish to my friend the other day, and he gave me some plants back. Or somebody coming on the weekend who wants some crystal red, some orange eye blue tiger shrimp, and he's got some longfin plecos there and some super red plecos that he's going to bring for me. So don't discount barter system. Or if you've got a friend that's got fish, don't buy what he's got. When he breeds something, take some off of him or give it back, or vice versa. But it doesn't matter if it's used equipment that you're not using anymore, or fish that you breed, fish that you don't want to breed no more, they may want to breed. Fish that you can't house, maybe they can house them for you for a while, and then if they get some babies off of it, well, it's a bonus for them too. But so often we all just order and buy new fish in and that, and then you'll talk to a mate and they'll go, geez, I had some of those, or geez, I was getting out of those. But yeah, just, you know, take that on board and think about that. In this hobby, it is costing so much money at the moment. It's to buy any sort of food, or have a look at the price of fish. Go into a local store and try to think back 18 months ago. You know, I had one local store that they used to sell panda cories, for instance, $9.99. They're $16, $17 now. You know, everything has gone through the roof. So if you can save yourself some money, save your mates some money, or save some friends, and a bit of barter system, hey, why not? One way of getting something new too that you haven't got, that you're not going to fork out money for, because let's be honest, once you start in this industry, money just keeps flowing out the door. It goes out that way more than it comes back in this way, I guarantee it. So I'll grab that camera there and we'll go for a bit of a walk around, and we'll have a look what's been happening, what babies have been coming out, and also another new little project I've got going. But my grandson came out and leveled some ground for me the other day and set some tubs up, because I've recently had 3/4 zones in the back again, so I haven't been doing much. I've got to lay a little bit low, so I've just spent a bit of time in here, which is very therapeutic being in here. So luckily most things, you know, I don't got to cart buckets around and stuff like that, and if it is, it's just small amounts of water, because everything's pretty automated. So I'll grab hold of that and we'll start and going for a walk. So, I mean, most people know a lot of my setup, especially if you've been watching any of my videos. We'll probably have a better look outside, because these are my ranchu down here. They weren't breeding inside, so I've taken out some ranchu, which was in a previous video, I think, and they're outside. We'll have a look at them later, but there's some beautiful ranchu down here, and little bronzies down here, and the rosy barbs. I'll have take some rosy bulbs out of here, getting a few too many in here. As I said, the white cloud minnows in here too, and you can hardly see the difference in them some bloody times. But look at those little peppers too. A couple of little plants shooting here. I have no idea what they are or what they're off of. Might poke them in the substrate and see what comes out. Busy little critters, aren't they? And the swordtails, I've really got to get a couple of females out of here and see if I can get some babies off of them, because they get predated on here too much, and sometimes by leaving them here I don't get as many babies as I should. I've got heaps outside though, new ones. There's a nice lot of golden danios that I've bred myself. Little suckerfish on there. Oops. What have we got down in here? I don't know what we got in here. We'll have to have a look. I don't know what's in here. Let's have a look at the mop and see what the mop brings up. Oh, there you go. Oh, there's a couple. There's some peppercorys in there by the... Oh, there's a little one zipping across. So it looks like there's peppercorys in there. So half the time I never know what the bloody hell's in some of these tanks. And that's my cross that I've been working with. My red tail gold snake skin, which the males have come out without the snake skin on. So I've been working with this line with 24 karat girls with it, and this is the first F1s out of them. They got a beautiful little colour, but they just don't have the snakeskin pattern on the side. Oh, there's a nice peppermint out. Oh, there's a common girl in there, and there's two male peppermints in there. And obviously well documented my blue musco how prolific they are and don't predate on their babies. I keep saying that. I give some to my mate and he's finding the same thing, that they're not predating either, they're only producing more and more. Finally my 24 carats are kicking on and I'm getting a lot more now. A few more little hiding spots back there for them. There's a super red male there. As I said, I'm getting some super reds this weekend hopefully. So that looks great. There's heaps of little babies in there, 24 carats. Everybody wants 24 carats when they come out. But I've not really sold a lot of them because I've tried to really get the colony going. Now we've got some, right there, yellow shrimp in here. They're still surviving all right. Not as many because I think the, there you go, gold barbs would probably be predating on some of the young babies a lot. So not as many, and the little golden white cloud minnows and the little albinos. Corys. Interesting little tank, this one. That plant, which we call, some people call it arrowheads, synonyms, butterfly plants. It goes under a few names, so goes really well out of there and back. There's your devil's ivy or pothos. If I lock the shed up and it's really humid in here, these plants go berserk. And there, have a look at that. That butterfly plant or synonyms, she grows underwater, doesn't mind it at all. That's been in there for 2-3 years now. And these plants, that's a little philodendron, I think. Yeah, a little filly. Some more pothos, just green, and some other different stuff. A little palm hanging out of there. As I said, my lights aren't real strong. That's a lot of the reason my plants grow and stay healthy, but they don't grow fast. The old Swiss cheese. And this one here, somebody might be able to tell me what it is. I got it off my mum. It's actually Grows alright. Grows alright, but I don't really know what it is. There's another little filly. Looks like a bloody... nearly looks like a lettuce plant or something. And I think this was a Shangri-La back there. And this is a nice, another little sort of post, I think. Right, back to the fish for a minute. Oh, there you go. Look, got some baby, and I didn't even know they were in there. There's a little baby marble pleco. So there's 5 adults in there, and I normally take the babies out. There's some babies elsewhere, but obviously some babies have escaped, but that's good to see. Last time I left them in there, they basically died off, so yeah. Little stir-bys. This is where I'll put some longfins in here, I think. Now this has got a colony of tiger, orange-eyed tigers, not blue, orange-eyed tigers. See that? I don't know if you can see the stripes on it. There's stripes right over the back, look. And you've got the orange eyes. Yeah. And there's a couple of little baby fish which I think are crimsons. What do we got here? Oh, king tigers are out. And the Julie eyes. Had heaps of eggs, but I can't produce any babies at the moment. These king tigers are finally getting some size to them. So they'd have to be around 18 months or so now. I think it'll wait a couple of years. Somebody can let me know this. I have hundreds of, I believe they're zipping across there, little rummy nose in there. Julie eyes, look at them. Busy little fellas. All Cory cats are busy. Look at that, that's a big male albino. Love their kiwi, their cucumber. I do believe I've got 3 males in here and 1 female. That's a lot of the issues that I have with my albinos. I haven't been able to, I've had a couple of spawns but not been able to produce babies at the end of them. These are me gold snakeskin. You can see by the snakeskin, I'll come back a little bit, on the side. You've got the snakeskin pattern. If the males are standing still. Yeah, but they've got a nice snakeskin pattern on the side, where the ones over here are very similar looking, but it's like a bluey colour without the snake skins down the side, so it's different. I like different. Here's the crimson rainbow and the empire gudgeons. Have a look at the size of empire gudgeons. Now I'm assuming they're predating on their own eggs in the mops. I've seen them in the mops this morning. I took one out. It was at this end here, so we'll have to wait and see. I've been able to get some panda babies out of the mops as well, so, or eggs, and they spawned. But yeah, so there's the crimson rainbow, very big mamas back there. The male, when he fans up, is outstanding. There's only 4 crimson rainbows in there, but I think got a couple of babies there. My Bosmani rainbow fish, I've had them a few months and they would have doubled in size. And it really does look like I've got 3 male, 3 female, so hopefully next year. I don't think they would have spawned yet, but gee, they're a pretty fish. I know the turquoise are pretty good looking, but I think the Bosmani rainbow fish are the better rainbow fish, personally. And my little rummy nose. Every now and then you see a little baby rummy nose that gets through, but most of them get predated on in there by the other fish. Hundreds and thousands of bloody mystery snails. And I've got a big male there, common pleco, and a lot of females in there. He keeps throwing females at the moment. I need a male to help him out, but I keep letting him try to grow up to see if I can get a male before I sell them. But he just produces so many females. But he's in there again, so I did a good water change yesterday. That'd be the reason why. My paradise fish, now I thought I'd lost a paradise fish, but it's hiding in behind there. So it looks like I've got a male and a female, and that's a female, but every time she comes out, the other male and female chase her back down. She hides under there. We got big bubble nest he's made, but I don't think they've put eggs in there yet. The Java moss, it's nice and healthy, not growing real fast. Some blacks, shrimp that is, cherry blacks. I do have to get my cherry blacks at the other end and start culling some out, because you do throw a lot of blues. These are my rice fish, Medaka rice fish. Really hard to see, but there's baby platinum. I'll put in some tiger Medaka and black Medaka eggs in here, and gold Medaka fry in there with eggs too. It's got 4 different colours going, so it should be alright. What do you got back here? My Ryukins. The bigger ones got taken out into the tubs outside, so I'll be able to show you them in a minute. These are just growing out in here. A couple I picked up because I'm going to let them grow out. They've got some nice long tails on them. That's a little tricolour there with a lovely long tail on it, so we get them to cross back. I love the long tail Ryukins. There's my these had a big water change, so the mops are in for in the morning, but my Blackmores have had a huge big water change, and I'm hoping something will drop tomorrow there. They might get some bloodworms later today, but there's some nice plants growing here again too. They're reaching up for these lights just over top here. Arandas. These are my Aranda breeders. I've just taken some of them back in because I'll show you in a minute. I crossed 2 tricolour Arandas with 2 panda Arandas too, so. Well, right, oh, there they scoot off. Oh, you probably didn't catch them, but there's a pepper and some panda cories too. Now, when you can see these babies, pearl scale babies are in here. There's hundreds of them in here. Once again, it's just bloody so hard to see without a torch of some description. It's like in here. You see all the babies moving around down the bottom. Aranda babies, as I said there. Pearl scales, Blackmore fry. Some of them are getting a little bit older now. Oh, there's a big bug floating around in there. These are not as prolific in here. This is a Yumbao spawn. Not a lot of people know about Yumbao. Beautiful looking goldfish. Look it up, see some pictures. What have we got in here? This is, there should be a Aranda in there. Most of them have been taken out and put out to live outside now and grow up. Look. The battery's going a bit flat. These are calico plecos. A heap in there. I got rid of some yesterday, still loads of them. And there's some Yumbao babies back there. Most of the babies all been taken out from here, ready for the new lot of fry. But some of them that are too small I leave in here, and then they grow up with the next lot. There's hundreds of common plecos. They're just loaded in there, and then some Yumbao babies in there. We have some plecos growing out. They're a couple of inches long now. I probably should get rid of them, but I need them to see if there's any males, so I can keep some males out of them. But you might be able to see the fry in there. They're Orandas, so they're in there growing out at the moment. So there's loads and loads of those. What do we got here? My platies. Now I am thinking about putting these outside and see if I can get a late spawn out of them outside. Oh, there's one dead down the bottom, I think. Very unusual. First time I've ever had a platy that's died, actually. Oh, put it in the bin there. Oh, that's pretty sad. I think I've said before, I've got more males than females, which is always a problem, because sometimes the males chase the females to death. And we do have some fry in here. I think they're giant Danios, and these were my it's living but not real well. I might have to replant it outside. Mosaic plants, not quite taken on like I want. I'll have to take them outside and replant them. This is my blue Moscow and 2 red-tailed gold snakeskin females. Now I've already got fry from these, so they're over there in those shrimp rack tanks at the moment. I'll show you on the way through. Now I did go to my mate's house the other day. I'll see if I can see it. He gave me a stunning blue guppy. Bloody beautiful. There it is there. Now that's in with 2 virgin 24 karat gold females. So we're just wondering what we're going to throw from those. Going to give it a go and see what we get. Always up for experiments. There's my long fin Danios. Long fin of anything's fantastic, I think. Long fin always looks elaborate. This is another cross I had with a blue Musco with 24 karat gold females. Only one female survived, but she did drop some fry. They're over there. Now this 3 mops I got, and it's not a lot of eggs, but this was from my 2 tricolours and 2 panda Orandas. So either tomorrow or the next day we'll be able to see if we got any. Geez, even a few I'd be happy, and we'll see how we go. I mean, let's start down the bottom. But this is one lot of the experiment ones, which were the 24 females and blue Musco, and this was the blue Musco male with red-tailed gold snakeskin female. There's just loads of babies in there. And this has also got my F1 crystal reds in there, but they're hiding back there. F1 crystal blacks, all bred by myself, that I put down here, like starting the next colony. And same here, most of these are F1s down here. There's blue dream shrimp in there, and they're my yellow. And there's one little swordtail baby in there. Yes, and I'll keep saying I need to get it out. Orange shrimp. Still holding on. I've only got 2. Well, there she is. Look at her. She is loaded with eggs. Tangerine tiger, and I'm down to 1 male, 1 female. I really need her to give up some babies, otherwise that colony will be lost. We have 2 cherry reds. Only got 1 or 2 golden bees in there. My crystal blacks, they're the original colony that I got the babies off of. And there's my crystal reds. Probably need to take some more babies out and put down the bottom. orange-eyed blue tigers. Some will be going to a nice home on Saturday. My cherry blacks, which you do throw a lot of blues, blue dreams or blues. You just got to cull them every now and then. Golden yellows by the dozens. What are we going to slide through and have a look here? This is just some gambusia, which I tend to really want to get rid of them. They're pretty invasive, so when they die out, I'll just let them go. Because this is my mutt shrimp, and the trouble is, you can't have mutt shrimp when you've got gambusia in because it just knocks them over. My giant danios in here and pearl scales. There's some Yumbale males. They just got put in there because they were harassing the female, so I got them out of there. There's some, there's a leaf in the way there. There's some butterfly telescope, and that's a Yumbale female there that I took away from the males. And this is the male and female panda aranda. So I threw a mop in there for them again. Normally don't spawn in this much water because it makes it a little bit hard, but yeah, we'll see what happens with them in the morning. On the plants, you can see the plants are still thriving beautifully. Look at that. As I said, ever since I put those lights up there, I need to put some more up there. The plants have kicked on. And there's my 3000 watt inverter, or my big battery bank, and my inverters that basically converted all. Comes in at 24 volt, down to 12 volt here, and goes across to a 3000 watt inverter, and it gives me pure power. And then I run everything off of that. As you can see, if you know anything about that, it's 13.9, and everything's running in the shed off of it. That's pretty darn good. So that's why I can do what I do, because my wife doesn't grizzle because I've got heaps of power. So here's the plant wall, but if you've watched any of my other videos, Philodendron Hope, that I've been building, because as the water comes back up through and goes through here and then goes back in there, this helps take out the nitrates, nitrite, ammonia, and they're all doing well. Have a look, all shooting new shoots. I kept the names there for people. People come out here when they buy fish and think I've got plants for sale. Nope. These plants for aesthetic looks only, and to remove all the harmful toxins out the water. And it makes it look bloody nice in here too. I like this one. This is a Philodendron silversword. I really do like that one. I had a fern there, which is up there now, never done so well. So nearly finished in the shed, and some plants I've put up here to grow just for looks when you come in now. Some of them were struggling a bit just with water. So what I done, when I rinsed out some sponges, I put some of the nice chocolatey brown water in there, and as you can see, the water's nearly all gone back clear, where they're sucking all the good stuff out of that for themselves. The only trouble is, I don't want it too close to the roof. Might put some insulation there, it might burn those plants. Alright then, I'll grab my hat and we'll go for a walk outside. Here's my rice fish setup out here. We've got the black rice fish, and there is some marble plecos in there. Just going to see how long that they can stay out here without heaters. This is the Tiger Medaka, and it's hard to see, but that is a massive lot of Java moss in there that honestly was only a quarter of that when I put it in 3 or 4 weeks ago. And there's some common pleco in there. This is the Nardoo plant that I talk regularly about, saying how much I like it. Oh, nearly stuffed up the video then. Yeah, so I've been getting eggs from them. This looks like a 4-leaf clover, doesn't it? And see how the water's staying very clear in this one. And this is the poppy plant. My grandkids call me Poppy, so I brought that, and that's a nice plant as well. And they're orange, they're platinum Medaka. Yeah, they're going alright out here, but somebody did comment to me and say, if you want better results, put them outside, and honestly, ever since I did, it's made a huge difference. So, let's go for a little walk over the bright side of the moon. Say hello to the chooks. As we know, if anybody's watching any videos, I only got 2 left because the bloody foxes knocked them over. Right, starting some new tubs. I've got to get a couple more tomorrow when I go into town. Grandson helped me and he bloody moved all this stuff around for me and raked it all back. As I said, I've been laying a little bit low since I had my cortisone again for the 2nd time. But that's some frog bit in there, which I got from me mate, and some water lettuce. I'm going to put some other different plants in here. Might get some platies and swordtails out here. So yeah, I might put a little bit of green shade cloth up here just to shield them a little bit, but it's just something bloody else, isn't it? Right. And now I wonder if I can move this for you, and you might be able to see. There's Ray Ray, look at the size of that. That is a massive oh Jesus, Mexican walking fish, whatever you want to call it. These are bloody, had a blank. But these babies here, ones that I've picked out that are going quite well, I'll select as future breeders later. There's some common plecos in here. There's some platies and some guppies. They're just muck guppies. I just sell them for $1 a piece when people want some guppies. I reckon that's full of Aranda babies. I lose track of bloody what's what, honestly. And this is the next size down Aranda babies. No, not Aranda, well, whatever fancy fish. They're not just Arandas, they're Ryukins and all sorts in there. I just put them in there. I used to separate them and keep them separate. It was just so bloody hard. But in the end, I just realised once they grow up, you can start to tell what's what, you know. So, what have we got here? These are, when I say cold water, they've been acclimated to outside, so they do not need heaters. There's loads of baby, there you go, swordtails in there. I have to get some of them out eventually. But this just loaded with swordtail babies. So yeah, as I said, every now and then I've got a swordtail line and a platy line that's basically been acclimated to our temperatures here, cold water, and they live all year round outside, which is fantastic. Now I got these and he told me these were platies, but I noticed some of the platies have got little swords on them, so they're not a pure line, they're like a platy cross swordtail, which is okay. I'll just keep these separate. I don't know if I've seen many babies yet from in here. But yeah, so what have we got in here? These are, this has got Spawnum up in here, and this is, look at that. Beautiful butterfly telescope. I'll just feel the belly on that one. That feel like a female. Yeah. So there's 4 in there. Three whites, 1 black. They probably won't come up. They'll stay down deep. This light here, this is just heaps of fancy goldfish, a couple of inches long now. I have to cull some of them out. They're what I call second chance ones that were runts and they were taking ages, so I put them in here, and I noticed some of them are a couple of inches long now. What's in here? Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful Ryukins. Okay. It's got spawner mops in. If they don't go in the next week or so, I'll take them back inside, I reckon. What do we got here? Oh. Ooh. Oh, well, that's it. They don't want to be caught. There's Ranchu in there. Now, this here tank, this has got black moors in it and has got fantails. The colour of this water is just, I can't get it right. I don't know. I've had it for a couple of years. It had phosphorus in it, and I've cleaned it out, and I've lost too many fish over the years out of it, so I'm probably going to dismantle this after summer and get rid of it. Just use it to put wood in and put 2 new ones here, I think, because it just, yeah, the fish just eventually die in there. I don't know why. I'm buggered if I do. But it's not even a nice green colour, and this is what happens. And everything else is fine, but I thought the phosphorus would have probably been gone out of it. I've cleaned it and scrubbed it that many times. But my shabumpkins are in here. The poppy plant, the nadu is in that. Look at the nadu sticking right up. That's the name of that's it there. So if anybody wants it, that there is the information about it. Do yourself a favour and get some. I love it. What a great little plant it is. It really is. But I've got some Xanadu growing. There's some hanging pots out here too. But yeah, keep a bit of. It's amazing how hot it gets out here. But if you keep some nice plant cover, how it keeps the fish nice and cool. Doesn't have to be over thick. Thicker the better, especially if you've got a little bit of air going through it like that, because you know you're getting, it doesn't choke it all up. But yeah, I suppose this is the sand. I've got some sand and some pool sand in there that'll go into the 2 new tubs. Nice little black moor. I've already selected that one. That's a future breeding, going to go in with the bigger ones later on, because it shows all the right traits. Beautiful tricolour in there. Yeah, so people, that's probably the end of the video. I've waffled on long enough, but that's a February update. Next week, if I've got some, maybe after I've done those tubs, I might do another video. But I'm back on shift next Saturday, so not this Saturday but the Saturday after, so I won't have time to do a weekend one. So yeah, so this is Ghost Aquarium saying goodbye. As I said, we go through the same ritual, but remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. It really helps that algorithm, especially if you hit the like button and subscribe. They love that. And yeah, share, that's a big one. And as I said, now I'm 1.5k of subscribers, so I'd like to thank everybody. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everything you do and all the comments you make and the kind words. Very rarely I get a negative one. Normally it's always pretty good. So I will catch you in the next one.